Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. I've recently discovered TikTok. I love all the food videos, but one of the ones I saw that was interesting was a zucchini pizza, zucchini-based pizza. So I had a bit of a look through it and it still had flour in it, but I thought I would try the same. I would adapt a recipe that I already use to include some of the things that they had in it. A recipe that I make all the time is zucchini slice, and it's in the basic cookbook. So to that we're adding extra cheese, and we're going to sprinkle that on top, a carrot, capsicum, and we're going to cook it in I can't show you, in a shallow tray. I've got too much stuff here. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to cook it in this shallow tray to get a thinner, more pizza-like result. Rightio, so I'm going to jump in, and it says to preheat the oven to 180, which I've already done. Grease and line a Lamington tin, which I've already done. And it says 100 grams of cheese. So what I've got here is, I haven't weighed it, but I think it would be about 150 grams because I know that a slice about that thick is 100 grams of cheese, so I've done 1.5 of them. So we've got, it's 186, so a little bit more, but that's okay. And now we're going to grate it. I did know there was nothing in that bowl, but I just thought I should check anyway. Next, 5 seconds, speed 6. So it will take a bit longer than this because we've obviously nearly doubled the amount of cheese. Chopping time if you need to, so. Oh yeah, so let's go back and we'll do that again. And that will be enough. Okay. And it says to transfer into a large bowl and set aside. So we're going to put 100 grams, well actually we'll have to tip it all in here and then measure back. So, oops. Here we go. I'm good at the messes. Okay. Rightio. What we're going to do is we're going to weigh 80 grams of that cheese back into this bowl to sprinkle on top before we bake it. So if we go to our 3 little dots up here and click on scales, now we're going to do 100 grams in here. That's right, we're doing 100 grams because, and whatever's left is left. Rightio. And that's our grated cheese. Now we've got, it says 350 grams of zucchini cut into quarters. I didn't tear the scales, it doesn't matter, I've got 3 zucchinis. I'm putting them all in regardless. Because they need using up. Okay, now we're going to pop the lid on. Did that fly just go in there and stay in there? No. I hate flies. 4 seconds, speed 4. And we'll have to prolong this as well. So. And that should be good enough. And it says to transfer into the bowl with the cheese. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that with the zucchini and the carrot, because there's no zucchini or carrot in the original recipe. Righto. And we put that in with the 100 grams of cheese we had. So carrot. I'm going to cut this up a little bit smaller and give it a little start, because it's a lot harder than the it's a lot harder. And I might have to give that another go just from the sound of that. Yeah. I might give that, let's give it 10 seconds. Wait for the harvest to release. Rightio. I'll do that again, and then I'll add in the capsicum. We did 10 seconds. I'll do 9. So that looks better already, I can see it from here. And now I'm going to toss in the capsicum, and we're going to give it 4 seconds on speed 4. I've got 5 seconds there. There's still some big chunks in there, so we'll do that again. Okay. I'm just deciding that will be perfect. Rightio, and we're going to pop this in with the zucchini and the cheese. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to add 1 brown onion cut into quarters, 3 rashers of ringless bacon, a approximately 160 grams. So this is just chopped. Now we want to scale, so we go to the 3 little dots here and we tap scales. Let's say 160. This is just chopped diced bacon. Chopped diced bacon. Just chopped bacon. Let's put it all in. It's a little bit more than 160 grams, but okay, next. And we're going to give that a chop, 3 seconds, speed 5. Scrape down the sides with the spatula. And we're going to cook this in the Thermomix. I can't remember how long that cooks for, 5 minutes or something. I'm going to cut this up into pieces and freeze it, and it'll be breakfast or lunch food. So, simmering basket, so all that means is don't leave that lid on. Get 5 minutes, 120 degrees, speed 1. I am hurrying a little bit because I've got other things to do. Anyway, I've got 5 minutes in which I can go and do them, so I'll be back once this is finished. And rightio. Now we're going to add 5 eggs. So I've got 5 eggs. 100 grams of rice flour. So this rice flour I make myself using the Thermomix with just regular white rice. A pinch of sea salt. Pinch of ground black pepper, and the reserved grated cheese, and vegetables. So let's do this like that so I make less of a mess. Grams of olive oil, I probably should have taken the cap off. And I will give it a mix. At 6 seconds, speed 4 with the blade in reverse. Okay, that that's just some spilt capsicum. So then we're going to pour it into the prepared dish and bake for 30 minutes at 180 degrees until golden brown. So this is where I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to pour it into this dish, and it will obviously be shallower. And I'll cook it for about 10 minutes, and then I'll pull it out of the oven and sprinkle the rest of this. I'll sprinkle the cheese on top. And then we will, I'll finish cooking it and let the cheese brown. Okay. So if you want to make your own rice flour, it's just white rice. You can use long grain, short grain, medium grain, but I do like, I try not to use like basmati or jasmine or any of the fragrance rices. So just, yeah. You can probably even use brown rice, but I've never done that because you can buy brown rice flour. Okay. So there's either a recipe on Cookie Do in the basic cookbook, or you can go to your modes and there's a chop mode, and that's it there. So you can rearrange these, so it might not be exactly where mine is, because you can rearrange where you have your modes on that screen where you have them located. And if you scroll down here, and you'll find rice. There it is. And it just says 100 to 150 grams of rice. You click on the scales and then you press set. And away you go. Rightio. I will pop this in the oven. I'll come back once we've finished baking it and it's ready to taste. Okay, so we've got this out of the oven, and it smells really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into triangles. So I'll cut it into squares first. Oops, that's a bit crooked, that line. And then we'll go with triangles. So I am going to, I don't know if I said it, but this is going into the freezer for breakfast and lunches. So for a quick reheat, so it's still quite a bit hot. So it says you can serve this hot or cold. That was a piece of capsicum I just ate. Warm, so hot or cold. So that is delicious. I'm not going to say it tastes like pizza. Maybe you'd have to add something else, maybe some oregano or something. But that is delicious. Absolutely yummy. Definitely be doing this variation again. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up? Pop over to my channel and subscribe. And I really hope I'll see you next time.